Israel, Shalom, it's your brother Joshua. Israel, Shalom, it's your brother Joshua. Shalom, it's your brother Joshua here. With examples of the light, it's your brother Joshua here. With examples of the light, it's another quick breakdown. Shalom, Israel, Shalom, it's your brother Joshua here.
Shalom, is your brother Damien here as well.
And we got examples of the light with another quick breakdown. First and foremost, we got to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. That's giving all praise to the Most High God and the name of His only begotten Son, who the world calls Jesus. Second, I'd like to give double honors to these elders that have been pushing this truth with sincerity. Last but not least, another strong shalom to our brothers and sisters out there who are allowing their light to shine, that others may see their good works so they can glorify the Father, which is in heaven. Like I said, this is your brother Joshua and Damon, and we are examples of light. We want to thank Brother Yeshurun again for bringing us on his platform, the Sons of the Highest, 144K, to bring down these wicked philosophies and things that are corrupting the minds of our people. So today we got a beautiful topic. It's going to be called counsel. Counsel. Now, if anybody knows what counsel is, we're going to get the definition like we always do with certain things. Damien, you give me the definition of counsel?
You will, right.
Because this is a key part of walking in this truth. You have to have righteous counsel. If you don't have righteous counsel, you're going to fall. Because you got people out here that's giving wicked counsel. You got people that talk to counselors. When you go to school, you meet your guidance counselor. And the guidance counselor is someone that's supposed to guide you through your whole school year. From elementary to middle to high, even some counselors in college. So a counselor, a guidance counselor, is someone that's going to lead you in the right path that you may take. So much more in this truth, man, because this is the guidance that we need, man. It's one precept I love thinking about, man. I know it's going to sound crazy when we say this out, but in my front yard, there's a couple of ant pals. We're like, ain't you going to kill them ants? I said, nah, I ain't killing them. As long as they ain't biting me and my kids, we straight out here. Let me tell you why I'm not going to kill the ants. Now, if they start coming in the house, and say, hey, they got to go. Y'all stay outside. I'm going to let y'all stay where y'all belong. But if you come in my house, it's a problem. Just like I ain't messing with your house, don't mess with mine. But the point is, it's a precept in the Proverbs chapter 6. It says, learn from the ant. And then why you think learn from the ant? Why? Why would you learn from the ant? And then it says, who has no guide, but still know how to set up their livestock before the time comes where they can't set up no more. And I said, dang, even they don't have a guide, but we have a guide. Our guidance, literally, our real guidance counselor is the Most High God, according to the most, I think it's second Esdras, chapter 16, and one of the last verses. But a guidance counselor is someone that's supposed to guide you into life. It's going to teach you things that you must know how to do. That, things be better in your life. But we're going to talk about counsel. What's the definition, King?
One definition for counsel says advice given especially as a result of consultation.
Advice given. Okay. We need that. All of us need advice, man. The Bible tell you do nothing without advice. We're going to get that precept, Lord's will. Yes, Ron, you think I'll be able to pull up the Bible on the
Yeah, we should. I don't have the speaker hooked up this time. Hopefully,
okay, all right.
We'll see how it goes.
all right, we'll do it. But yeah, we're going to get these precepts popping and we're going to give understanding. It's going to be a beautiful topic today, man. So counsel. We need counsel. And what did it say again, Damon?
The one I just read, it says advice given especially as a result of consultation.
Mm-hmm.
Policy or plan of action or behavior. I seen some synonyms.
Go for
it. Advocate.
Yeah.
Counselor, lawyer, lawmaker, legislator, mouthpiece. I like that one.
I like that too, man.
Public defender. Prosecutor.
Hey, and that's what we are, man. Being in this truth, we are counselors for our people, especially for us that's been in this thing for a minute now. They're looking at us for the understanding and the advice to be given that's going to help them in their situations. I'm going to get my precept first, that we like to go into before we do anything, because, we don't know nothing. We always going to speak, thus says the Lord. Let's see if I pull this up, God willing.
Hey, I'll be right back. Y'all continue. I gotta have something real quick.
All right, go ahead, King. Damn, you see the screen?
Wait for it. Yup.
So we're gonna start off with First Peter 4:11, like we do all of our topics. Let everybody know that we're never gonna speak our words, gonna speak thus says the Lord. It says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which God giveth. That God giveth, that God in all things may be glorified through Jesus Christ, to whom we praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. We always gonna speak thus says the Lord Israel, because we don't know nothing. So everything we're gonna speak when it comes to counsel is gonna be about what the Lord say to do, how to deal with counsel, who you get counsel from, and how to accept the righteous counsel. And we got to get Brother Yeshurun precept, because this is a beautiful thing, because these scriptures are written for our learning. Romans 15,
That's the counsel.
yeah, in verse 4, it says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. So when the counselor is talking to you, they're teaching you things that you must learn. It says that we, through patience, and that's what you must have, patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. So you watch different things that our brothers and sisters been through, and then we understand this is how you must live by. This is what you must do. But like Dame said, and he read in one of the first precepts, advice. You have to be willing to have, first, you must have an ear to hear. That's one thing. Let me get that first. Let's go to Proverbs right quick. Let's see where I want to start at.
You don't got the ear to hear. You're not gonna try to seek the counsel anyway. You're not gonna want to listen.
Nah, you won't, man. And that's the scary thing about it, man. A lot of people don't want to hear anything. They think they know everything. So,
That's that prideful spirit right there.
hey,
Exactly.
man, it's scary out here. I told you, man. I was talking to my so-called cousin, man, and his understanding is gone, man. He back in Christianity.
It's
He
always done.
wasn't. He was gone, man. When I say gone, man, he gone. But I ain't got no problem with him. But I said, boy, the Lord would snatch that spirit from you, man. It's scary, man. Go ahead, King. Let's bring this out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thy ear unto wisdom,
Mm.
eye thy heart unto understanding.
See, you have to incline your ear to wisdom. You know what wisdom is. Wisdom is law, statutes, and commandments, according to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4. It tells you that these laws, see, which it said, and hide my commandments with thee. These laws are your wisdom in the sight of all nations. So you have to be willing to hear these commandments and apply your mind to the understanding of these commandments. But if you don't have an ear, you won't hear. That's the main point. You have to have ears to hear. You got to be willing to be taught to have counsel. Like when I'm going to get the precept, Lord's will, but when Moses was getting counsel and the Lord put the spirit on his father-in-law to give the counsel to him, he listened to him. You have to have ears to hear, man. Because a proud person don't want to hear nothing. They just think they know it. You don't know everything. That's one thing about it. I still listen to everybody, man. Let me see. Here we go. Well, we start right here. That's fine.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught.
Mm-hmm.
If thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent.
Go ahead.
Verse 33. If thou love to hear,
Yes.
thou shalt receive understanding.
Yes.
Thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise.
You will be wise. You gotta open your ears, though. You gotta shake that pride off. You gotta be willing to hear the counsel. You gotta come in, like I always tell people, when you first come to the truth, when you come to our Sabbath classes, I always tell everybody, you come in with a blank sheet of paper. Don't come in with nothing on there. Because then when you come in there with something on there, you're going, well, Doc, what about this? What I said, listen first, then we can reply. But you gotta hear first, man. You gotta be listening. You gotta listen. You gotta listen. You gotta listen. You gotta be willing to hear advice. You gotta be willing to hear advice. But that's why we go here. Let's go here. Sirach 2. And so let's start at see, that's something funny. I always love that one because you see that's how people are. I'll start right here because it just goes right into it. Go ahead, King.
It's Sirach chapter 32 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
For man will not be reproved.
What it says?
Sinful man will not be reproved.
Who means corrected, man? You will have no, and that's what you want in counsel, somebody to correct you from your mistakes that you're making. That's why you go get counsel. Just like when people go to counselors to go talk about their problems and see what they can do to defer that anger that they've been holding on for years and years and years, or the depression they be having. So you're going to change your ways of how you feel. So a sinful man will not be reproved, but what?
But findeth an excuse according to his will.
Yeah, you can't tell nobody nothing who want to do what they want to do first and foremost. But that's why we say you have to have ears to hear first. It's pointless to go to a counselor if you're not even planning on listening. If you just want to just go just because the other person want to go, or go because somebody told you to go, you going for the wrong reason. If you ain't going for yourself to get this understanding, don't go because you're gonna be wasting that person's time and your time. Go ahead, King.
A man of counsel
Oh,
will be considered.
oh, so a man of counsel will be considered. This person right here will be considered. Considered means what? Let's see. Let's see. You know me. You know I like to do definitions. This is the one thing I like to do.
The
I'm
term
gonna do this. Go ahead, King, right here. You get this one right there.
consider it. Careful to not cause inconvenience or hurt to others.
See that? We just said that. Don't waste nobody's time. This is a person that's gonna be careful. Considered means being careful. A man of counsel will be considered careful. You gotta think about it, man. Go ahead, King.
But a strange and proud man
Mm.
is not daunted with fear,
He don't care, man.
even when of himself he has done without counsel.
Done it without counsel. Let's get the next verse. What this says.
Verse 19, do nothing
Huh.
without advice, and when thou hast once done, repent not.
See, don't do nothing without counsel. Before you react, you must think about it and you must tell somebody first. Like, bro, I was thinking about doing this. Brother, you shouldn't do that. Why not? Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. You gotta have wise counsel, man. You gotta have wise counsel. That's something people don't understand. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. See, you're gonna get some good ones in Proverbs because Proverbs is wisdom, man. We're gonna go to Proverbs 19, and let's start at verse 20.
Proverbs 19 and verse 20. Hear counsel,
What the Bible say?
hear counsel,
Okay.
and receive instruction,
See, a person that's gonna hear counsel is gonna receive the instructions from counsel. Go ahead.
that thou mayest be wise in thy later end.
See that, man? See, counsel is to benefit you. It's not for me, it's for you. It's to benefit you. But our people don't understand that thing, man.
Right.
Our people don't get it. Those who want counsel will understand. But those who don't want to be reproved and corrected, they don't want to be wise or later in. They want to continue to stay in their foolishness, man. And that's a scary thing for you to want to continue to stay in sin when this counsel is here to guide you. These laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord put upon his people to teach you things that you must do and things that you must not do is only to benefit you. Like I always tell people, me telling you this understanding, I don't get no check from. The Lord don't come down with an angel with a dang on check talking about, Josh, good job. I'm proud of you. Here's your check. No. We do this for the benefit of our people because we're tired of living in this captivity, man. And we're tired of seeing what our people going through. Think about it. If somebody was there to give somebody counsel, it'd be less prisons, it'd be less baby mamas and baby daddies, it'd be less Negroes and Negroettes dead out there because somebody talked to somebody first before they reacted. Well, I'm talking about godly counsel. I ain't talking about wicked counsel because a lot of wicked counsel, like, that's what happens. Like, bro, man, she bad. Well, go ahead and hit her, bro. Bro, I shouldn't have did it, man. She pregnant. What you gonna do? I'm leaving her. Girl, he fine. Go ahead, talk to him. Girl, he got me pregnant. What you gonna do? I'm gonna kill the baby. You should. That's the kind of counsel we got in the world.
Right.
Wicked ass counsel. It's madness, Israel. Go ahead, King.
Proverbs 19:21. There are many devices in a man's heart.
So we think a lot of things in our head, man. Your heart is going to your mind, not your chest that pumps blood. Your mind. We know that. We know that, but we just gotta elaborate and let people know that that's what it's talking about. It's your mind. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
The Lord's counsel is going to stand at the end of the end of the day. Now, this is the scary part about the Lord's counsel. Now, the Bible tells you also in the book of Proverbs, man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man know his way? So you're thinking in your head, like, I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to do what I want to do. So the Lord will give you over to your own advice, to your own devices. He will destroy you, let you destroy yourself by the things that you constantly think of. That's why I tell people just to think about the Bible as much as you can. And when you see folly, you destroy it with the precepts in your mind. Because the Lord will give you over to your own ruin. And you don't want that, Israel. We don't want that. We can't afford it. We can't afford that as a people. So be mindful because the Lord will give you exactly what you want. If you want to serve other gods, guess what? He's going to give it to you. And the way he give it to you, he'll give it to you and destroy you at the same time. That's kind of God we serve. Look at this, King.
Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
See, a person would think he doing right because his God gave him over to his own room. The God will give you, let me get that precept right quick because I want to show you that a fool only comes by doing the things God tell you not to do. That's how you become a fool when you're not wise. Because then he say, I make the simple wise, or the wise the simple. Roughly paraphrasing. Where am I? Let me go to, I get this one first. Because that's some scary stuff when the Lord start taking away your understanding and have you going off. See if this is what I want first. This is some good stuff, man.
Right.
We'll start here, King. I'm gonna make it bigger so you can see it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 81 and verse 8. Hear, O my people,
Mm.
testify unto thee, O Israel, if thou wilt hearken unto me.
You see that? If we hearken unto him. If. You got this big if right here. If thou wilt hearken unto me. So that's the whole premise of this whole story right now. If you listen. Now let's see what happens.
There shall no strange God be in thee,
Uh-huh.
neither shalt thou worship any strange god.
So we know we used to be in the world back in the day, so we used to worship strange gods. We used to serve, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, Valentine's Day, you name it, we did it.
Right.
New Year's, we used to, but we don't do it no more. Now that's what it's going into these strange gods. Let's keep going.
Verse 10, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it.
Really with what these laws, statutes, and commandments.
But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me.
Israel didn't want none of the Lord, man. They didn't want to hear his counsel. And how you hear his counsel? Through his who? His prophets. Hey, how y'all doing? Through the men of the Lord. And you have women prophetess as well that give righteous counsel to women as well. So they don't want to hear the words or the voice of God, which we are teaching. Let's see what God did.
Verse 12, so I gave them up unto their own hearts,
Mm.
lust, and they walked in their own counsels.
See that? They walked in their own understanding. When you walk in your own understanding, there's a destruction for that.
Right.
That's some scary stuff when you sit back and think about it. I'm scared. I'm doing a topic right now saying, hey, I let the Lord think for me. I don't know nothing, man. I can't even, no. What's the Bible verse? There's a way that seems right in a man's eyes, but to end is death.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we ain't doing that. So God gave them up to their own hearts, lust. And they walk in their own counsel. And when you walk in your own counsel, you get destroyed. How many times have you had somebody say, man, I told you so, man. I told you so. Because we think we know everything, and we don't.
Mhm.
Your mind is wicked, man. Who can know it, man? That's what the Bible says. That's some scary stuff. Do not get caught up in your own counsel, because then the Lord will destroy you like that. Look at this next verse, man. This is crazy.
Psalms chapter 81 and verse 13. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel walked in my ways.
Only if y'all would have hearkened. Now you got to get destroyed, man, because you want to walk in your own counsel. That's scary, scary, scary. Can you bring this back out again, man?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12 and verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise.
If you hearken to counsel, you're wise. See, but our people don't walk in their own counsel, so what it make them? Unwise. That's what counsel is really serious, because you can tell by somebody's actions how they're living. Yeah, he ain't take counsel today. That's why we have counsel, man. You're supposed to. You're supposed to. This is nothing new. They've been doing this since the beginning of time. Counsel. What you think they did? I got a topic. I told I was going to bring this out, and I found a precept I was looking for. They had, even the wicked have counsels.
Right.
Man, let me get that right quick, King. I got to get it, man. They've been doing this since the beginning of time. The beginning of time, Israel. Let's start right. Let's start right here, man. We gotta start at the beginning, man. Start at the beginning, man.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God.
See that? Tell God not to be still, man.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Oh, contrary to popular belief, there's a lot of people that hate the Most High God and His Son, man. I don't care what anybody tell you, and those same people that swear they love Him is the main people that hate Him.
Right.
You can just tell by the way they walk, man. Go ahead, King.
They have taken crafty counsel.
No, they done took good counsel.
Crafty counsel.
You see how amazing the Bible is. It tells you what kind of counsel you have. Righteous counsel, you have wicked counsel. And that's what you see that's going on in this type of situation right now.
That it says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden one.
You see that? They have consulted together against the hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? We are the hidden ones because we don't know who we are. We're hidden from everything. What they have said.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Sometimes when I see certain precepts like this and I see what the world we in, I gotta do this. I gotta give a round of applause to the so-called white man. I like, boy, these devils ain't missing. And we so smart. Because we got the woke nation, so smart, allow them to continue to let us be cut off from being called a nation. Boy, I'd be like, not bad, Mr. White Man. Not bad at all. They come together in craftiness, counsel, to say, hey, how can we get these niggas? And you wouldn't believe that happened in the very beginning with Adam and Eve. They came together. The first crafty counsel was coming together to get his woman to seduce him. Man, you can't make this up, man. And I've been reading the Bible lately, and I was going to some precepts yesterday, showing how powerful our women are. They don't know their true power. Because if your power is your job was to create it to help, be a helper and a stay to your husband. See, a lot of women don't like that job. They just want to be a teacher. They want to be a preacher. They want to know more precepts from their husband. They want to be their husband. Sometimes, some women, not all of our women, but some women want to be their husband. And the bad part about that is if you played your role like you're supposed to, you have no idea what kind of husband you will create and what kind of dynamic you have in your family. Because if your head is right, the whole body is too. And your job is to keep that head right. And in the whole first crafty council, they destroyed it and they showed us in our face. They showed it, man. And I got a whole good breakdown on that. That's a really good, like you got to have, your eyes and ears to hear and see this thing. And they came together to destroy what God has made perfect, man. And they did a wonderful job, man. But hey, we learn from those certain things. So you know what you have to do. You got to just be mindful. So the wicked come together in council, man. They come together in council all the time. While we out here doing all type of while we out here shaking fans and stepping and doing damn boots to grounds, they out here literally, how can we deceive these niggas again? I got something new. I got fans. You got fans? I got fans and I got cowboy boots. I just need a catchy nigga that's going to come up with a catchy song. I found one. Go ahead, bring them in the office. That's what they do, man. That's what these white people do to keep y'all Negroes in sin. And guess what? We fall. Hey, they counsel is beautiful. Our counsels come together. All right, nigga, what we going to do? I know that nigga go to work at 9 o'clock at night. All right, so what we going to do? We going to get him, then we're going to rob his house. But what about his baby mom? What about his baby mom? Say less. That's the counsel we have. You see the difference? Theirs is unity. Ours is against each other, boy. They are playing us with their counsel to come against each other.
Right.
Hey, that's what I'm telling you, King. This is the life. This is what you see in the everyday world, man.
They counsel so much. You got people fighting over blocks. That's not theirs.
That's not theirs. You fight. Nah, this Hoover over here, brother. Stop. Stop. Even these Israelite camps, man. Nah, I was here first. No, I was here first. No, I was here in the 70s, brother. Nah, brother, stop it. Oh, y'all all over here today? All right, all praise to the Most High. Wake as many people as you can up. We going down this way. All right, brother, shalom. All right, shalom, King. No, we ain't got that. We ain't got that. They fight. And guess what they doing? Our plan is working. Even though they say they're woke, yeah, they're rubbing their hands. They're rubbing their hands, putting on lotion. That's what they doing. Rubbing on their damn own hands like we got them. They fighting each other. And guess what? They in fringes. It's always going to be division with these niggas. Dwight, hey, but sometimes you gotta give, even in the truth, there's division. You gotta give a round of applause, man. I'm telling you, they come together so wonderfully, and we're still so divided. Even when you're on complete madness, man. Complete, utter madness. Was lead next precept. Just complete and utter madness, man. Go ahead, King.
Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall.
No, the people stand together.
The people fall.
The whole people. It ain't just one people. It's all of us falling, man. When one fall, we all fall, man. When one person mess up, we all look bad. I ain't ever robbed a nigga in my life, but why do white people clutch their purses when they see me walk next to them? Because it took one. It took one. It takes one. He just like him. You don't even know me. It's just complete madness, man.
All the damage that they did to our people. I bet you nobody walks by a white man and clutch their purse.
Nobody, no. Hey, and hey, I said that the other day, man. I got stopped by the police the other day. It wasn't nothing bad. All praise to the Most High God. It was he talking about my tags looked like somebody was trying to tamper with them. Cause I said that was just weathered away. Cause much as you wash your car and then your tag come off, and that's all it was. He said, yeah, just like that. But Esau wanted to see who was driving the car, and nobody said. He said, and he let me get out the car. But he didn't have his hand on his gun because like one of my favorite precepts is when a man ways please the Lord, he make even his enemies be at peace. But some people would have been like, oh God, don't shoot me. I'm recording you. You see, they only have that with the police, but you don't have that with all white people. Remember, these white women was the main ones getting us hung and lynched. But you got our brothers out there wanting to date them.
And marry them.
After all the wickedness they done to us. But we don't walk. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I had this conversation. I go to the gun store a lot, and there's one white dude. His name is James. I'm never gonna forget James, because James is gonna be my servant in the kingdom. I already claimed him. He gonna be mine. James was like this. He's some of my friends. He had a I guess IUIC came to their church or something like that, and he said, "Yeah, I remember y'all." I said, "You don't remember me?" He said, "You came to my church." I said, "I ain't never come to your church. Never. I don't go to church, so I know you lying." He said, "Well, y'all had no fringes." I said, "Well, a lot of brothers have fringes on." I said, "But don't compare me to every brother you see with fringes." I said, "Do I compare you to every white man that had a hood on?" He was like, I said, "Exactly. So don't do that." He was like, I said, "Yeah. So don't play with me like that, white boy." So James, when it's time, you coming. Oh, you come in and you're gonna understand what these fringes really meant. But yeah, we don't look at all white people. We wish we should, because the Bible said they're the devil.
Right. The border
They,
wicked.
the wicked, the deceiver. We can't trust them.
Did you see
But our
that?
people do that with us though, and everybody do that with us though. See, because that's what they have came to do, man. They came together with their council to make us fall as a people. Go ahead again, King.
See, they try to flip it. They're
They
moving wicked.
try.
They're moving
Yeah, when
wicked.
they the worst people on earth.
Right.
We
They make
ain't never been in nobody's yard with crosses burning, talking about get out of town, cracker. Nothing like that. Raping Negroes in front of their wives, raping wives in front of their husbands. Come on, man. And then they got the nerve to be like, well, that was not me. That was my, I can't, yeah, whatever. You are your forefather.
they try to make
Get
us
this.
wicked.
No, we're not evil. Y'all are evil. Hey, I got a topic on Esau coming soon, man. I said I'm not finished with them. I'm coming for all the Edomites, man. They're gonna see how we really feel about them. And they gotta see it, man, because I'm tired of it, man.
Right.
Show you how God feel about them. Go ahead, King.
It says, I'm starting from the beginning.
Go
Proverbs
for
11.
it.
Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
In the multitude of counsel, there's safety. So you got that one counsel, but if you got other brothers that's agreeable, hey, that's beautiful to have. It's always good to have 2 or 3 witnesses, man. Like if I have, before I do something, I go ask advice on it. They be like, yeah, bro, you should do it this way. Now hear another brother say that way. Then all praise to the Most High God. That means it was the Lord that was telling me to do it this way
I'll tell
instead
you,
of going about it with my own head.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it be though, man. But hey, our people don't want to listen to counsel. We rather listen to folly, man. That's one thing we like to do. We like to listen to folly. Let me get another one right here. This is. Do I want to go here?
Just the recent said, yeah, it's like the effects of the Willie Lynch letter.
Oh my God. Have you ever read that book and really sat back and looked at it?
I haven't. I just heard bits and pieces of it.
I think when we first came to this truth, I think my wife gave your rib a book like that. See if she still got it.
Mm.
Cause you gotta read it. And when you read it, you're gonna be like, you're gonna do this. Not bad. It's the white man. Not bad at all.
Is that
You're
the
gonna do that.
is that
You're
the
gonna
book
do that.
where bro was like, I'll make sure these niggas vote Democrat for the next 200 years?
Read it. You're gonna see it, man. Read it.
There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 5.
Mm.
Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water,
Deep waters, man.
but a man of understanding will draw it out.
But a man of understanding will draw it out. Hey, that man of understanding is gonna try to find it. See, other man is gonna drown in their thoughts. But a righteous man, he's gonna pull it out, man. He's gonna get it out, man. That's one thing you have to understand when it comes to this counsel, man. You're gonna understand what road you need to take. The roads, man. It's right there in front of you. Like what we say is wicked counselors, and we have righteous counselors as well, man. There's a lot of people, are not for you that's with counseling, but you'll know by a man's fruits what kind of counselor they are, man. Because if my counsel is going to benefit me, with your counselor, that might not be the person you want to deal with. Yeah, brother, if you donate 500 to me, I guarantee you your life gonna be better. Well, how is it gonna help me? Just wait and believe, brother. No, that's not. I don't think that's gonna help me. I told you I was in the bind. But you won't be if you just give me 500. I'll still be in the bind. Just wait for counsel. Brother, I came to you for counsel. It's brothers out there like that, man. I'm not making this stuff up. I've seen a lot of things, man. I done seen a lot of things. Been in the truth for a second. I've seen a lot of things, man. Quick, like in the first years of being in this truth. I'm like, what the hell is this? Not making it up. Go ahead, King.
Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 9. Ointment, ointment, my fault, slacky.
All right, King.
And perfume rejoice the heart.
Ain't nothing like putting on some nice frankincense and myrrh and smelling it, man. Boy, you put that stuff on you, man. You smell like a king. And it makes me feel good when I do that.
So does the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel.
You see that? So doeth the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel. You got to have that friend. You know who a friend is, first and foremost. That's going to tell you some counsel that you really need. You know who that friend is, especially if a friend that really cares.
Right.
Really cares, man. Cares. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm always going to give the best advice I can give to a friend. I'm gonna pull out all the precepts and stocks to give my brother the best counsel he need to better his life. Ain't nothing like that. That's what the Bible says. That's what the Bible says. Not what Josh says, what the Bible says. Go to the Apocrypha right quick. Let's go to the book of Sirach, I believe I want. And we'll go to chapter 6, and we'll start at uh, verse 6.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Be in peace with many.
Nah, you be in peace with many people, man. That's what the Bible tell you. Jesus Christ told us that. Paul told us that.
Nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000.
Yeah, man, you gotta have that one counselor, man, that's gonna always have your back, and his benefit is as in once you benefit from it, he know he's gonna benefit from it because he did a righteous deed. Not because he's gonna receive a payment from you like your counselor in the world. Like, all right, before you start telling me your problems, it's gonna be 49.50. Is that debit or credit? Debit or credit?
Yeah,
What
I
you
get
gonna do?
that.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna work. No, your brother doing it because he know you benefit and you basically help save the soul. Because he could have been on his way out, and with that righteous counsel, you brought him back. Think about it like that, man. That's one thing that you have to think about too when you in this truth with your people, man. Let me see where I want to start right here. Um, might want to start up some. Let me see.
It's hard. It's hard to give counsel like at school because we had a fifth grade student yesterday. He was up in the office and normally he gets in trouble. So I was like, bro, what you up here for now, man? What you did? First he was like, I said something I should have said. I said, well, you need to keep that like in your head or write it down on a piece of paper, rip it up, throw it away. I said, don't.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I said, but that's why you up here? He's like, then I said I wanted to kill myself.
Whoa.
Said, what? He was like, yeah. I said, why? He said, because my teacher. And the only thing I could tell him without like, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I could tell him was I was like, well, don't let nobody push you to that. I said, you could have came and talked to me. I said, no, I would have been fine with that. I said, we could have talked about it. I said, but don't let nobody have that much power over your mind that you want to off yourself like that. I said, lames and cowards do that. I said,
Yeah.
I said, we don't go out like that.
Yeah.
He just looked at me. I was like, so nah, the next time you feel like that, I said, you better come talk to me or something like that. And then like the assistant principal, she looked at me, she was like, oh. I was like, yeah, what? I said,
Nah, correct that quickly. That's a spirit that's on kids crazy, man. And that's one thing about it. You willing to check yourself out because something made you that upset, man, you ain't lived yet. Welcome to the real world, buddy.
I
You
told
can't have, yeah, heck no, killing yourself.
I was like, bro, and I wanted to, I could have, but I was like, yeah.
Now you did it the right way, man. You did it the best way you can do it without going too deep into the scriptures and stuff. But nah, you did the best way you could. That was beautiful. You talked little young brother down. You want to kill yourself. I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I told somebody. Had somebody say they want to kill themselves in front of me. And you know me, I'm 100. Depends on who I'm talking to now. I'm 100 now. I got to be mindful of certain things. So if it's somebody that's really about to kill themselves or they just talking, I like to get a reaction off of them. So this person said, "Yeah, man, I don't want to be here no more. I'm gonna kill myself." I said, "Really? You really you feel that way?" I said, "I want you to do this. If you really want to kill yourself, I want you to go pick up a prostitute." He said, "What?" I said, "Pick up a prostitute and sleep with them without protection." He said, "Why would I do that?" I said, "You want to kill yourself?" I said, "You ain't serious. Don't play with me. Stop playing. I hate you ain't getting that type of attention off me because you ain't serious. Because you won't do it. You don't want to kill yourself." Because when he said, and I quote, "Why would I do that?" I said, "I thought you wanted to kill yourself." I say, "Stop doing that. Stop. That's not cute. It's not cool. You're too old to be saying silly stuff like that. Stop. Because you ain't serious. Because your life is not where I wanted to be at right now." It's okay. That's life, man. That's part of the curses.
Patience.
No, repent. Repent. You wicked Negro. Go ahead, King.
A lot of times when people, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of times when people do that, that's a cry for help. A lot of times it's a cry for attention.
That attention part, man.
So it's a cry for attention, and
And
that's the wrong kind of attention to begin.
I
That kind of
tell
attention
them that.
gets you locked up in what's that? An insane asylum, some padded walls.
And it
Yeah.
was with the
They don't
strength.
communicate that.
That's madness, man. And I tell them that. I say, man, you can't move in the spirit, and then one minute you want to kill yourself. I said, no demons, man. I said, you let demons attack you because you're inviting them in. And that's one thing we got to stop doing, inviting these demons in. And you got to stop, like we just read. You can't have many counselors. You go to worldly people to get advice. Why would you do that? That just don't make sense. What can a worldly person tell me? Nothing but other world.
Other wicked, I'm about to say other world wicked stuff.
And another thing on that, I was just watching something. We said we got to stop entertaining those demons, right? The way that you allow people think that you have to like say, like on that movie, you got to give them permission to come in. The way that you give demons permission to come in is by being ungodly, by being sinners.
That part.
All the permission they need to enter in.
Yep. And the people you're around too, because if you're around wicked people, and wicked spirits gonna hop on you because hey, it's something we got in common.
That's why I say be in the presence of what's that scripture? You know what I'm saying? Be in the presence of righteous people, righteous men.
Yeah.
Continually. I can't be around people who ain't keeping no laws. That means some of their bad habits are gonna jump off on me.
Yeah, man, you can't have that because then you're gonna be looking crazy out here.
That's why you mind the time with those people. Observe the time. My fault.
Zert, you look at the time like or you be the life of the party and let them adapt to you like a chameleon. That's the part you have to do, man. Like I'll give you an example. Like yesterday, it was my daughter's little graduation party, and we had it at my brother's event store. And everybody know, I said, hey, y'all know when sundown hit, everything off the grill, right? And everybody got their food early. They said, all right, good, we ain't trying to break the Sabbath. And guess what? These Negroes break the Sabbath. But they can't break it in front of me. You can't break the Sabbath in front of me because I'm not going to allow it. I control the whole narrative. That's how that works. If it's my event, my thing, I don't care how you feel about it. So we had some of our old, so-called old family members that come up because, they starting to come around now. Because they realize that, oh, this is not a fad they're doing. They really serious about this truth. Oh, man. Since we left and stopped talking to them, their life has been going on and on in righteousness. And they can see that. Ain't nothing changed, but we don't keep no dang on holidays no more. And we serve God the right way. And they see like, and they coming around and they trying to fit in with us. And we're not trying to fit in with them. Because ain't nothing changed with us. I still kept the Sabbath day. We still shut down shop. And it was like, dang, so y'all still really do, we still have fun. We can barbecue still. But ain't no pork on the grill.
Right.
We got beef ribs. I mean, you're going to get a little bit of meat, but it's some beef ribs on there. Chicken, hot dogs, and we still have fun, man. But not of the world no more. And they saw that, like, dang, so y'all don't do birthdays, but we still do high holy days. Yeah, we get together, man. We just had Pentecost last week, and it was fun. So you just have to let your light be brighter than anybody else's light so they can be like, make them sit back and think for a little bit. Yeah, man. You just got to let other people see how cool it is serving God.
Hey, let me read this one real quick.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 2:33. It says, why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love?
Yep.
For thou hast also taught the wicked ones thy ways. So like you just, we not going, I'm not going around nobody else is not keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, and trim my way to what they're doing. Take away from what I'm doing in our righteousness to make them feel more comfortable. We're not doing that. The Bible tells us not to do that. But if you don't have counsel, you know what I'm saying? If you're not around righteous people, because we all have that feeling to want to fit in, but we shouldn't want to fit in. We supposed to be that. What's Matthew chapter 5? We supposed to be the light, that example.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it. You can't trim your ways. You gotta let them see what you are, man. Who cares? That's my mindset, man. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 22. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many.
So wisdom is not manifest to many people, as you like it or not. Some people have wisdom, some people have not. So you gotta look at it in that way. Like most people ain't got common sense.
Give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel.
So the counsel of the Lord is what? Wisdom. It's wisdom. And you know who a person is that's giving you wisdom by their counsel. You either know if they're righteous or if they're wicked. If they're righteous or if they're wicked. I'll read that one more time, King, because my next precept is about to explain all of this.
It says, give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel.
So the counsel of the Lord is what? Wisdom. And you know the wisdom is what? Laws, statutes, and commandments. If somebody's not giving you these counsel, the counsel of the law, statutes, and commandments, be mindful. We're gonna start this whole thing. I gotta make sure I want to get where I want. This is where is that? I'm looking for.
So let me expound on that last one real quick. So
Go ahead, King.
I'm going to get counsel from anybody for any situation. That counsel is supposed to line up with what Scripture says, not what what's that Proverbs 3:5. Lean not into your own understanding, not how they understand and not how they feel. But I always got to be able to go back to the Bible and book, chapter, verse.
Yes, that's what it's going to. So here, we're gonna start right here. Go ahead, King.
Sirach chapter 19 and verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom.
What the fear of the Lord is?
All wisdom.
Commandments. Go ahead.
And in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
So you got to do the law, statute, commandments to get this wisdom. Go ahead.
And the knowledge of his omnipotency.
A lot of people don't know what this word means right here. And I was just doing a topic I told Dame about. They don't understand the power of Yahweh. They don't understand the power of Yahweh. Can you read that for me, King?
Omnipotence. The quality or state of being omnipotent. An agency or force of unlimited power.
That's what the Most High God has, unlimited power. We serve a power that cannot be stopped. So when you start really fearing the Most High God and getting this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, you start understanding certain things that you heard in the world are not true. There is no such thing as Satan cast down from heaven. He took 1/3 of the angels, and now they run the earth and destroy the righteous, and we're stuck in it waiting for the last battle that's supposed to happen when Jesus returns. Madness. Complete madness. Only because we just read that the fear of the Lord is wisdom, and all wisdom is the performance of the law. When you start performing the law, you will know his omnipotency, which is his unlimited power. And I serve a power that cannot be stopped.
Because it's unlimited.
It's unlimited. His creations rebelled against him. The only niggas that rebelled against him is us. Not the angels, not Satan. Satan is his hardest worker. Satan is his hardest worker. That's working for Yahweh. We don't get that, man, because we're still stuck in Christianity because we don't read our Bible or perform the law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead, King.
Verse 21. If a servant say to his master, I will not do as it pleaseth thee, though afterward he do it, he angereth him that nourisheth him.
Yeah, you anger him. Go ahead.
The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
So the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. So what we're going into? It's about to let you know with the next verses. But even when it comes to the world, they might seem knowledgeable in the world, but they don't have wisdom. They just have knowledge of what's going on in the world. Like your scientists, your scholars about other things, not Bible scholars. See, didn't God tell us in Corinthians the wisdom of the world is foolish? Don't always think these so-called people that you See, they got a doctor's degree are wise because they're not.
Anybody can go to school for 4 years. Dad.
Anybody can go to school, but if you ain't got these scriptures in your life, you're not wise. We'll get that precept to show. Matter of fact, let me just get it now. We there, so we might as well get it now. So gotta explain yourself with certain precepts because a lot of people feel inadequate in this truth. Okay, come on now, what we doing? Feel inadequate in this truth because they feel like they're not, intelligent enough, But what the Lord said, man, I think it's might be one. So like here,
Even the scientists don't know the ways of the world for real.
they think they do though. They think they do. Yeah. Okay, this is some good stuff right here. Uh, I might start right here. Go ahead, King.
1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 17. For Christ sent me not to baptize, but
You
to
see that?
gospel.
See, we are here to preach the gospel. We're not here to dip Negroes in water. You getting dipped in water is not saving. You just getting dipped in water coming out of the wicked Negro. Go ahead, King.
Not with wisdom of words, lest the cross of Christ should be made of none effect.
We're not teaching wisdom of words. Go ahead.
For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness,
Uh-huh.
but unto us which are saved, it is the power of God.
So we're saved by the power of God. Go ahead.
For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise,
Yep.
and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent.
To these people of the world. Go ahead.
Where is the wise? Where is the scribe?
Uh-huh.
Where is the disputer of this world?
Yep.
Has not Yahweh made foolish the wisdom of this world?
You see that? The wisdom of this world is foolish to God. It's foolish.
For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
You see that, man? See, preaching is foolish in their eyes. For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. And our people don't know God. They think they know. They don't have no clue who God is. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So they see our preaching as foolishness, man. Go ahead.
For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
The northern kingdom. Go ahead.
But we preach Christ crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block,
The southern kingdom gets stumbled at that, man. Go ahead.
and unto the Greeks foolishness.
Because they didn't know nothing about Christ. Go ahead.
But unto them which are called both Jews and Greeks,
Mm-hmm.
Christ the power of God and the wisdom of God.
See, Christ, the power of God and the wisdom of God. Go ahead.
Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men,
Uh-huh.
and the weakness of God is stronger than men.
Yep.
For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called.
At the men of the world, God has not called them. The LeBron James is not reading the Bible. He's not breaking down the precepts of Revelation. Your Denzel Washington is not breaking down the Bible. Oh, even though he want to be a preacher now, he's not what the world God has called. Who he called?
That was stupid. But God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And God has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Which are us, because we're nothing compared in this world, compared to these celebrities and these people in high places. Go ahead.
And base things of the world and things which are despised have
Mm.
chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
So God uses us, us. God uses us, the things that nobody think of. Because he know when a rich man speak, everybody gonna listen.
Right.
He know when a famous man say something, everybody gonna listen. But when it comes to people like us, they're not listening to because who is he? Who is he? Basically, that's what they said. Who is he? So that's why when it says the knowledge of the wickedness is not wisdom, so they don't know nothing. Man, you have these scholars out here doing all that yippity yapping, but they ain't saying nothing. If you ain't speaking, thus says the Lord, it doesn't matter. Go ahead, King.
Sirach chapter 19, verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
So you don't want to get counsel from sinners. We all know what's. We did a topic last week. Who sinners are? We did a topic on sinners, man. We brought down all things about sin. So we see what this is going into. And why would you want to get counsel from a sinner? Why would you want to get counsel from a person that's not keeping God's commandments? So what they gonna spill? Their own mind, which we read already. That's not what you're supposed to do. Because then God's gonna give you over to your own mind to make you do the things that's not convenient. Let's get another one. It's all right, man. Because that's one thing we gotta realize. You don't want to consult with ridiculous people, man.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 8 and verse 17. Consult not with the fool, for he cannot keep counsel.
The Bible said, consult not with a fool. A fool. Consult not with a fool. Why would the Bible say consult not with a fool? Why? This is why, man. Why? Because it's gonna get you destroyed, man. A fool counsel will get you destroyed. You can't do that, Israel. I don't care what you're saying. We know who a fool is, man. We know who the fools are, man. Let's get some things on these fools right quick, man. Let's just get one of the classes. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 1. Let's just deal with it for a second. Proverbs chapter 1. Let's start at the beginning. Let's just start right here. Hold on. Is that what I wanted? No, I said the beginning. It went right here. Come on, man. Where was I just at? You see how they do me, man? It was just somewhere. It made me lose the dang old precept. Amazing. But it's all right. We know we want to go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's start right here.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
Uh-huh.
But fools
Mm.
despise wisdom and instruction.
So fools are those that despise wisdom and instruction, but we know that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But you have fools that despise wisdom and instructions. So why would you get counsel from somebody who despises wisdom and instructions? When we just read in the very beginning, one precept says, if you're going to hear, you're going to receive my instructions on counsel. Why would you want to deal with people like this, man? Is it because of respect of persons? Is it because you have a so-called relationship with these people? What is it, man? What is it for you to continue to hang around those that are classified as fools? According to the Bible, not according to my words, because I don't know nothing. Let's see something. Go ahead, King.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Yes, that is the prophets daily.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying,
She's saying, what is she saying?
How long ye simple ones will love simplicity,
Mm.
and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
So why would you want to get counsel from a fool when they hate knowledge? So what kind of knowledge they giving you?
Wicked.
Wicked knowledge. So you want to sit back and listen to somebody that's going to give you information that's going to get you possibly, not possibly, for surely, put to death? Does that make any sense? I mean, just let's think about it, man. Why would I listen to? I'm not trying to sound mean when I say this. It's gonna sound mean. Why would I try to get advice from a crackhead on financial situations when he's still smoking crack? What can he tell me besides, yeah, you better not do this because you're gonna lose everything? If he ain't saying that, I'm not listening to him. Nah, brother, what you gotta do is get your 401k with your job, and then you take all that money that you got, you put it in stocks and bonds. I'm telling you, stocks and bonds. Listen to me, stocks and bonds. You get a CD, put it in there for 15 years, you're gonna have double the money, and then you go buy crack.
Like, man, you can't be for
I'm not listening to that person, man. I can't listen to somebody who doesn't take their own advice, man. I can't. It's a Bible verse in Sirach. I gotta get it. It says, man, basically, he's good at giving advice, but he can't take his own. I don't want to listen to that brother, man, because you could have helped yourself. And I'm gonna look at you like, what you say now? But no, I'm telling you, brother, I don't want to listen to you. I can't because your life doesn't reflect the news you're telling me. I want to listen to somebody that say, yeah, brother, I've been down that road, but I got off that road and I went back this way. And, I made progressions in my life after going through some ups and downs, but I realized, like these brothers, these old heads out here that you sit back and listen to that change their ways and move in the spirit now. That's different. But not a crackhead that's still doing crack and asking you for $5, telling you about stocks and bonds. I'm not listening to you, brother. I'm not listening to you. I ain't never listening to you. That's just how that works, and that's just how I feel. I don't care how anybody feel about that. I ain't listening to your ass. It is what it is, man. Go ahead, King.
verse 23. Turn you at my reproof.
Correction. Go ahead.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
That's what the Lord is doing right now, man. But our people refuse to hear it, man. That's how beautiful God is. Go ahead.
Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Mm. And our people don't want regard. Go ahead.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel
Mm.
with none of my reproof.
I don't want to hear the counsel of God, and they don't want none of his corrections, because that's what counsel is. Counsel is here to correct you. The counsel of God is here to correct you. But our people don't want correction. So, but ye have set at not all my counsel. You don't want the counsel of the Lord. And want none of my reproof. So what?
I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
And that's one thing that we have to remember. When somebody your job is to give counsel, somebody don't take it, and then this thing happened to them, just know that what the Lord is doing, he's laughing at them. And you can't feel bad about it. A lot of us like to feel bad after somebody get judged. What you feeling bad for? We did all we can do to give them warning. Because we have attachments to it. You got to get out your feelings when it comes to this truth, man. You got to get out your feelings. You can't be walking around all sentimental. Like the Lord told Edris, you think you love the people more than I love them? You don't. So when God jack you up, he only jack you up to correct you, man. So you may be happy that he did it before he put you to death. But our people didn't want none of his counsel. Look what it says right here, the previous verse. It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and want none of my reproof. So since you ain't want none of that, I also will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh. See, the Lord's going to do all that. Go ahead, King.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you.
See, all this going to come upon you because you choose to hear not the Lord's counsel. Go ahead.
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
He's not an answer. Go ahead.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
You ain't going to find him. He gone, man.
Verse 29. For that they hated knowledge
Remember who that they is. Them fools. Those fools hated knowledge.
and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
So why would you listen to a fool when they're going to have this to happen to you? Goes back to it, man. I will not listen to a fool, man. I'm not listening to no fool to give me counsel because you know who a fool is, first and foremost. You can tell by their life. It don't take a rocket science to know who a fool is, man. You don't have to be sitting there trying to figure out who a fool is. The Bible told you who a fool is. And you ain't got to be out doing all that extra stuff, man. So the Bible is telling us never take counsel from a fool. Look at this part. Look at, hold on, I want to start here. You know, Jake like to start up sometimes. Boy, hey, let's start. Godly, boy. Let's start right here. Let's go right here.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 21 and verse 11. He that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof.
So when you keep God's commandments, you get understanding. When you keep the commandments, you get understanding. Keep the commandments, get understanding. It's precepts that tell you this all through the Bible. Let's get it one more. I see we're gonna hold that and let's get another precept because a lot of people don't understand and it just irks my nerves a little bit. Damon, I can't get
that last one you just read.
I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna
Okay.
read it. I just want to show you how everything in the Bible is all together. Look at this. Go ahead, King.
Psalms chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
So when you fear God, you get wisdom. Go ahead.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever.
When you do God's commandments, you get what? Understanding. Back to Sirach 21:11. He that keep the law of the Lord get understanding. It's back. It's the same thing, man. Go ahead, King.
And the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
This is wisdom, man. Go ahead, man.
Verse 12. He that is not wise will not be taught.
A fool will not be taught. So why would I take counsel from somebody who will not be taught? Madness. Go ahead.
But there is a wisdom which multiplieth bitterness.
And that wisdom is this law, statutes, and commandments, which you have understanding when you realize that the law, this Bible is bitter and sweet. What's the bitter part? The bitter part is, hey, my grandma, my mama, my daddy, my cousin, my sister, my brother might not
Make it.
They ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna get it. They gonna just, woo. What's the sweet part? If I keep these commandments, I get it.
Shoot. I'm an Israelite. All
Hey,
praise to
that's
the
the part. All praises. You know who you are.
Lord. Right.
You know it. So this Bible is bitter and sweet, man. Go ahead.
Verse 13. The knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood.
See, the wise man knowledge is gonna abound like a flood. A flood is something that overflows, man. Remember what happened in the book of Genesis, chapter 6, 7, and 8. It was a flood that occurred, and it overflowed the earth. So the knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood. That's everlasting waters. Go ahead.
And his counsel is like a pure fountain of life.
So why not get counsel from a wise man? It don't make sense, man. You gotta make it make sense to me just a little bit. I would never go to a fool to get counsel. What do a fool and I have in common? Nothing. Nothing. See, man, you gotta keep reading, man. You just gotta keep reading.
Verse 14. The inner part of a fool are like a broken vessel.
Why would I listen to a broken? Why would I even deal with a broken? That's like you drinking a cup of water with a hole in it. I'm still thirsty because it got a hole in it. Go ahead, King.
And he will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth.
A fool will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth. As long as he liveth, he'll never have knowledge. So why are you listening to a fool? You can't make this stuff up, man. This council thing is, man, you can keep reading. You can just keep reading, but you read Sirach on your own time. There's some good stuff in this book, man. You keep reading the precepts and you see over and over and over and over again how that is in your face, but our people don't want to listen, man. Where I was. Where I want to go. Here we go. We'll start right here.
Sirach chapter 22 and verse 13.
Yeah, we're dealing with these fools too today.
Talk not much with a fool.
The Bible say what?
Talk not much with a fool.
No, go get some counseling from them.
Talk not much with a fool.
See, you gonna know who God wants you to deal with, boy. Go ahead, man.
And go not to him that has no understanding.
No, go to him that has no understanding.
Go not to him that has no understanding.
Remember what understanding is, man. Departing away from evil. That is understanding, man. According to Job chapter 28 and 28, I believe. Let me get it, just in case I'm shooting from the hip. Let me just get it, Jake calling precepts. But we let God's words be true and every man a liar. Now, you just caught the Bible verse, bro. I don't know if that's really in there. Who said that's really understanding, Josh? He just always like quoting little Bible verses and never have proof. Well, let's find out if I got proof.
That's why we prove all things.
Prove all things.
Job chapter 28, verse 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom.
We done read that like 5 times so far. So the fear of the Lord is wisdom. And to what?
And to depart from evil is understanding.
So when you depart from evil, that's understanding. Now let's go back. Here we go. Go ahead, King.
All right, 22 and verse 13. Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that had no understanding.
So if he's still committing evil, don't deal with him.
It says, beware of him.
The Bible tells you, beware, be cautious of this person.
Lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries.
They give you fooleries. I'm not listening to a fool and their foolery. And you know what foolery is. I don't have to tell you what foolery is. You know when you're talking to a damn fool. I'm not being mean, Israel. We know I'm not being mean. I'm just keeping it 1,000. You know a fool. The Bible says you know a man by his fruits, man. You know him by their doings. You know who a fool is in his foolery. Go ahead, King.
Depart from him.
No, stay around him. No, you stay around him.
From him.
Nah, you can deal with him a little bit.
Depart from him.
The Bible tells you to get away from that person. But we like to stay around people like that, man. What is wrong with us? God is telling us clearly, plain upon tables, depart, don't talk to him. He has no understanding. Beware of him. Depart from him. Go ahead.
And thou shalt find rest.
And
never be disquieted with madness.
That's what a fool is going to give you. One of my favorite words.
Madness.
Madness. Complete madness. That's what you're going to get with these fools, man. Madness. It's madness. Bunch of nonsense.
Nonsense.
You can't make this stuff up, man. Go ahead.
Verse 14. What is heavier than lead? And what is the name thereof but a fool?
This is what the Lord said. This ain't what Josh saying, man. That's what the Bible's saying, man. But we people want to get mad at us. The Lord tell you not to deal with these fools, but you want to go get counsel from a fool? A fool you want to listen to. And sometimes I know we don't have people in the truth that we can talk to. So sometimes we got to go to the world and go sit down to a counselor. You sit in your little nasty little chair and they tell me about your problems, and you go start spewing all your little life about, yeah, when I was 3 years old, my dad told me I'd never be anything. And my mom was like agreements with him. And I told her one day I would be something. And I became a crackhead. So I did become something, but it wasn't what they thought I'd become. And, I started singing, and the next thing you know, I became a crackhead again. And I changed my life. I joined Christianity. And I realized that was the biggest drug ever because I'm still on crack. Complete madness, man. That's what you do. You go spill your heart out to a fool that don't know the counsel of God when you can be listening to your brothers and sisters and be studying this book that we have, which is called the Holy Bible, that can give you righteous counsel. But we don't want to listen to the Bible. We don't want to listen to nothing but fools, man. Go ahead, King.
Verse 15, sand and salt and a mass of iron is easier to bear than a man without understanding.
See, God is talking his noise right now, man. He's getting on fools right now.
Because you know how heavy a bag of sand is?
They don't know. They don't know. He said that's easy to bear. And then talking to a man without knowledge. Like, that's what the Bible says. I'd rather carry sand, salt, and mass of iron into than listen to a man with no understanding.
That's some heavy stuff right there.
That's some heavy stuff, man. Literally, that's some heavy stuff. Literally, that's some heavy stuff.
Verse 16, as timber girt and bound together in a building cannot be loosed with shaking it, so the heart that is established by advised counsel shall fear at no time.
See that, man? As a timber girt and bound together in a building cannot be loose with shaking, no matter how bad an earthquake hits. Ain't going nowhere. So the heart that is established by advised counsel shall fear not no time. So that person that's hearing wise counsel ain't gonna fear at no time because they know that what they're standing on is foundation. They steadfast in this thing. They're not gonna be shaken when no situation comes. And that's kind of counsel you want, man. From a heart that is established by advice, a righteous counsel, not a fool counsel. Because if a fool talk to you, you're not gonna remember nothing that fool says because it holds nothing, man. It holds nothing. Let's get another precept. Let's go to Sirach. This is some good stuff, man. Yahweh is getting on these fools out here, man. Literally getting on these fools, man. I'm sorry, it is fine.
Sirach chapter 25 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, comely a thing is judgment for gray hairs. And
Oh, how comely a thing is judgment on gray hairs. Man, beautiful thing that you see when you see gray hairs on our brother, man, and our sisters, because that's wisdom. You got Negroes out here painting their hair, though. But hey, to each his own. If you don't want your wisdom to show, nah, man, it's stress right here. I know because you're an old fool. I can tell. I can tell. The Lord told us what fools are, so don't think. Nah, yeah, cover that up. We don't want people thinking you're wise.
Your gray hairs came from foolishness. My gray
Yeah,
hairs.
foolishness, foolery, complete madness. That's where your gray hairs came from. But oh, how comely a thing is judgment for gray hair. Go ahead.
And for ancient men to know counsel.
See, that's what goes go to our elders for counsel, man. Our older brethren are for our counsels, man. They are the ones that's gonna tell us right things to do because they've been there before. They have experienced life. So they know certain things that we must do and things that we must not do. Same thing with our elder sisters. They know to teach the young women what to do and what not to do.
Right.
But now you got them out here being like the young sisters. And you got these old brothers out there being like the young brothers. Madness to the 10th power. Go ahead.
Oh, how comely is the wisdom of old men,
See that? The Bible says, how beautiful is the wisdom of an old man.
and understanding and counsel to men of honor.
So this is where you want to get your counsel from the men of honor that has the wisdom from the Lord, that been through things that can show us, the young men, not to do the things that they once have done. That's a beautiful thing according to the Bible. But do we want to listen to the counsel? A lot of people don't want to listen to the counsel of an old man. A lot of people just want to do their own thing, man, because these young little jokers, they think they know it all. But hey, keep on, hey, like like they say, keep on living. Keep on living. Uh, go ahead.
Sirach chapter 30 and verse 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness.
So sometimes we get stressed out, Israel, and I get it. I'm one of the people that can say, I used to be that guy. Not no more. Because once you that guy, the Lord will punish you for stressing yourself out. Don't do it. That's why you gotta get counsel. Go ahead.
And afflict not thyself in thy own counsel.
What is that going to? You afflicting yourself in your own counsel means you condemning your own self, man. Down the Bible got a verse that says, blessed is a man that has not condemned himself with his own counsel. Let me see if I think it's 14. Let's see. And verse 2. Go ahead.
All right, chapter 14 and verse 2. Blessed is he whose conscience has not condemned him.
Say, don't let your conscience condemn you. Sometimes you can afflict yourself in your own counsel and say, that's why you get other counsel from somebody else. Because you might go off by thinking what you're thinking, and that's not what you're supposed to do. That's what happens in this world. We do that a lot as people, but that's why you have righteous people that's beside you that can guide you and show you what you need to do and what not need to do. Go ahead.
And who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord.
And that's how a lot of brothers fall, because they condemn their own self with their mind. This thing right here destroys a lot of our brothers because we choose to let it get us. And our sisters as well, man. Don't afflict yourself with your own mind. I might want to start at verse 1. Let's deal with it. Go ahead.
All right, chapter 37 and verse 1. Every friend saith, I am his friend also. But there is a friend which is only a friend in name.
Hey, sometimes you just got niggas your friend just because you know their names. Denzel said it best in Training Day. Boy, he my friend because he knew my first name.
When they were robbing, bro.
Yeah. That's how you have it, man. Just because we friends, because what? Because he knew my first name? No, he ain't my friend. But you have a lot of people like that, man. Every friend said I'm his friend also. But there's a friend which is only a friend in name. Just because we know each other's name, we friends. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Is it not a grief unto death when a companion and friend is turned into an enemy?
Ain't nothing like when you and your homie beefing or your homegirl beefing. Terrible, man. Go ahead.
O wicked imagination. Whence camest thou into cover the earth with deceit?
That's what happens. Go ahead.
There is a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble will be against him.
That's some heavy stuff, man. I did a topic on friends before, and you know if you have a real friend. There's a companion which rejoices in the prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble will be against you. Have you ever seen that, man? I've seen that plenty of times. You know who your real friends are.
Verse 5. There is a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly, and taketh up the buckler against the enemy.
You have some friends like that as well. Go ahead.
Forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful of him in thy riches.
So if you become rich, Lord's will, don't forget the people that had you.
And no, they gotta come too, man.
Uh-huh.
Every counsel extolleth counsel, but there is some that counseleth for himself.
Oh, you gotta be mindful of the person that's counseling you for their benefit. What is their benefit of counseling you? What do they get out of this? If the counseling is not for you to gain something, but for them to gain something, you must sit back and think, think, think. You got to sit back and think about that thing, man. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Why the hell he told me to do that? That's not going to help me. That's going to help him. Nah, brother, it's going to help you in the long run. You ain't looking at, remember the fruits of the spirit. Patience, forbearing, long suffering. Got to watch out for Negroes like that. Those brothers like that, you got to watch out for, man. Those sisters like that, you got to watch out. Because if it's not benefiting me, but it's benefiting you, like I said, me counseling you is only for your benefit because I don't want to receive nothing. I don't, like I said, I don't get a check from the Most High God saying, hey, Josh, good job for what you did. I really appreciate that. I'm going to deposit in your account. You know, they're going to put a hold on it, but, I'm going to deposit in your account and you'll have it on the first. That's not why we do this. We do this to benefit our people so that they can have good success. I don't want nothing out of it, man. I want us to get out of here as a family. Same way we came on slave ships as a family, I want us to come in them chariots as a family. God willing. So you got to watch out. Yeah.
Feeling like you came to me for counsel, and I was able to help you out in your time of need. That, like you said, I don't need anything. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, man. Who don't want that feeling like, dang, I help the brother out, man. I help the sister out. Man, if it's not, man, that's the word I was looking for. That's the dang, it's on the tip of my tongue. But like how Dame said, that's the feeling you want when somebody can say, man, I came to you for help, and you actually gave them the scriptures or what you need to give them to help them out, man. Go ahead, King.
Sorry, chapter 37 and verse 8. Beware of a counselor.
The Bible tell you to beware. So you better even be mindful who you get counsel from.
And know before what need he had.
See, know this nigga need, because he probably doing it for his benefit. If you have a brother counseling you on marriage and this nigga never been married, beware. You can't tell me nothing about marriage if your ass ain't never been married. Nah, brother, what you doing is different, man. Let me counsel your wife by myself. I can help you. Let me get her my what? Bro, I knock you out. Don't play with me like that, bro. What you mean you want to counsel her about? I want to have private sessions. I do her 2 times a week, and I do you once a month. Hey, we ain't doing nothing 2 times a week. You got to be mindful of people like that. Because why are you getting counsel from this person? I'm not getting counsel. A woman should not get counsel from another woman who don't have children. Well, sister, you doing it wrong. What can you tell me? I babysit. Like, shut up. Like, shut up. Like, shut up. Shut your mouth. You can't help me out. If I'm getting counsel for somebody that's married, I want to get counsel from a brother that's been married for some years. I ain't been married to your wife for 25 years. Ah, shoot. Tell me what's up, bro. I got this older guy. He's not in this truth, but he's an older man. He's like 80 years old. Cool old guy, man. He still be doing some work too, man. He still be putting some work in, man. He keep telling me every time he said, I'm gonna pull up to the Sabbath. I said, Lord's will, man. Cool old guy, man. He been married to his wife for 60 years. 60 years, and they got I think 8 kids together. And he got like 40 grandkids. 30 grandkids and like 40 great-grand. He got a lot of grandkids and stuff. And I asked him, I said, how you did it, man? 60 years? I think it's 65 or 70. It's something like that. He been married for a long time, man. He said, basically, keep God first. And I was like, man. He said, times she don't get you upset, but you got to know that what her purpose is. I say, 60 years? He said, yeah. Cool old guy, man. Still get around and everything. 80 years old. And been married to his wife for 60 years. Might not be the truth, but when he said, hey, keep God first, that's something right there. They didn't say she might get you upset, but know her purpose. Hey, Don't the Bible tell you that, hey, she is the weaker vessel? Deal with her according to knowledge. I say he said the scripture, he said the precept, but they know the verse. For me studying, I knew the verse. So everything he said lined up with the Bible. Know her purpose. Oh, her purpose is to be a helper and a stay. To give aid unto me. I got it. Thank you, man. No problem. So that's who you want to get counsel from, bro. How you deal with your girl? How long you been married? I would have been married for 6 months, but I got rid of her ass, bro. 6 months?
What?
Damn, bro. I can't talk to you. Nah, man, I can tell you I can tell you something. No, you can't. So no, the Bible say beware of counselor and know before what need he have. Know what his purpose is. Go ahead, King.
For he will counsel for himself,
See, you gotta be mindful of these people because they will counsel for their self.
lest he cast the lot upon thee.
You gotta be mindful of these Negroes. What is his purpose? What is her purpose? She could be like, girl, he's a terrible man. Leave him. And when you leave him, she'll be like, oh my God, I'm about to get him now. You gotta be mindful of these Eves out here as well. They are despicable. You better be mindful because they want what you have.
Triggeration.
What? They want what you have, and they'll tell you everything to get rid of what you got.
Just so they can
So they can have it. Be mindful who you get counsel from. That's all we said, man. Counsel is serious out here. You better be mindful.
Or King, one thing, or the old adage of misery loves company.
That part too, man. They want you to be like this because I don't want you happy. I don't like happiness because I've been miserable. There's no way you can be happy and I can't be happy. I hate what you have. That coveted spirit, technically. That's what it is.
That whole if I'm single, you single.
Everybody's single. We all single. Let's start a singles club. Ain't no possible way you found love and I couldn't. What makes you better than me? I'm telling you. That's out here, man. Hey, remember this word.
Beware.
You gotta beware, man. And that's in many precepts we read today. Beware who you get counsel from. Beware who's you talking to, and beware what you talking to them about. And they knowing your life and they trying to figure you out. You gotta be mindful of wicked people like that, man. Because there's a lot of wicked people out there that's trying to do things that they shouldn't do. Man, we might as well just continue to keep going. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And say unto thee, thy way is good. And afterward he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee.
He over here like, yeah, man, do that. He over in the corner like, yeah, he about to F everything up. And I'm say it ain't so. Normally I don't do this. I don't normally take my work home with me. But, I was sitting back thinking about y'all problem. And I was like, he wasn't good for you. He didn't know what he had. He didn't? No, he didn't know what he had. What am I? What are you? You are a beautiful woman that just need a righteous man that's going to appreciate you. Really? He got you. Just so he could do worse than what your husband was doing.
I was about to say just so he could do worse.
Do worse. Because you ain't have patience with your relationship.
It sound like a damn Tyler Perry movie.
A whole Tyler Perry movie. That's exactly what it is, man. You ain't surprised. This is what it is, man.
Verse 10. Consult not with one that specifieth thee, and hide thy counsel from such as envy thee.
You better not consult with these people out here just watching you really closely. Yeah, bro. I see, always got something to say about your family or something to say about your wife or your husband. Don't consult with that person because that person do what? That person is envying you, man. Don't consult with that person. They watching everything because they don't want you to have what you have. Like Yeshua brought out, misery loves company. Go ahead, King.
Verse 11. Neither consult with a woman touching.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, sometimes the Bible gonna hit you with a whoa, whoa. Now, go ahead. It's gonna explain itself. Go ahead, man.
Neither consult with a woman touching her, of whom she is jealous.
Uh, see, we have a lot of that going on, boy. That jealous spirit, boy. Go ahead, King.
Neither with a coward in matters of war.
Hey, what you think we should do? We shouldn't go to war, brother. Sit your little soft ass down. Get your little Chucky Pets ass away from me. We not dealing with that brother. Oh, always biting his fingernails type guy. We're not dealing with him.
Nor with a merchant concerning exchange, nor with a buyer of selling, nor with the envious man of thankfulness.
See, that envious man, you got a lot to be thankful. I ain't got, shy. Here he go, y'all. Here this Negro go. Always complaining. Go ahead.
Nor with the unmerciful man touching kindness.
Now, what would you do in this situation? I kill him. Okay, brother, I'm not dealing with you. This guy crazy.
Nor with a slothful for any work.
What kind of job you think we should do? I was just tired. I don't want to do nothing. Brother, you lazy. We ain't dealing with this, brother. How many videos you want to make this week? We got to make another video? You don't want to deal with that, brother. What you mean? Didn't we do something last time? We got to do it again?
Man, you had 6 other days.
Over.
What you complaining for?
I'm just saying, can't we just let them do a recap? Don't they do reruns? Can't they just watch the video over? That's what a nigga do. Can we do a rewind? Rewind? No, brother. Put the work in.
Hey, Lord's will, summertime is about to be jumping.
Oh, Lord's will.
Yes. But let's keep going. Nor with
Yeah.
a hireling for a year of finishing work, nor with an idle servant of much business. Hearken not unto these in any matter of counsel.
No, the Bible say hearken to. He say hearken not.
Hearken not unto
These
these.
in any matter of counsel. But we go and follow after this counsel. And the Lord told us not to hearken after it. It's in our face over and over and over. But what? See, this is what Yeshurun brought out that we got to finish. But what he say? But what? See, so the last verse says, hearken not unto these at any matter of counsel, unto these wicked people. But what the next verse say?
Verse 12. It's like, but be continually with a godly man.
No, a wicked man.
A godly man.
A wicked woman.
A godly woman.
See? It's interchangeable. You be with a godly person.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Who keep the commandments.
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
I'm gonna get counsel from a brother or a sister who got mind, who they mind is after my mind.
And will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
So I'm hanging out, and I'm gonna be sad when they're sad, because that's my right hand. Because hey, you are my brother, you're my sister. So when you're going through your situation, I'm going through it too, because that's real love. You see that? I make your problems my problems, man. Because we're one. Don't the Bible says this in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 1. We'll start right here.
The book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, yea, which are spiritual, restore such, and one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
So when your brother going through something, man, you restore that. That's how you live brotherly love. Go ahead.
Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ.
You fulfill the law of Christ by bearing each other's burdens. And that's what you do when you counsel your brothers. You're going to sorrow with thee. You're going to be with them because their mind is according to your mind and you don't want nothing to overtake them, man. And that's one thing that's beautiful. So when you counsel, that's why the Bible say, beware of your counselor and see what need he has. If I don't have a need and I'm doing this for your need, you know who that brother is. And you know who that sister is. They are down to ride for you. This is man, the whole thing is good, man. Let's keep reading, man.
All right, 37 and 13. And let the counsel of thy own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it.
You know what I get this from? Is I'm like, follow your first mind. How many times you been like, damn it, I should have followed my first mind. I should have followed my first mind. Because my first mind said I should have did this. But then again, I said, maybe this. No. And let the counsel of thy own heart stand. For there is no man more faithful unto thee than it. I should have followed my first mind. Because why would I want to destroy myself willfully? No, I wouldn't. Sometimes I'd be like, dang, I should have went. Something told me to go this way. Now I'm stuck in traffic. I should have went with my first mind. That's what that's going into, man. Let the counsel of thy own heart stand. For there is no more man more faithful unto thee than it. Who's gonna be more faithful than you? Go ahead.
Verse 14. For a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in a high.
Sometimes your mind is all over the place. Yeah, sometimes your mind is just so everywhere, man. Everywhere. So you can't trust it. But look at this part. But this is how you can trust it when you know who's guiding your mind. Like I said, man's goings are the Lord. How then can a man know his own way? Now, if the Lord is guiding you, you know you're going to be right. You already know because you are walking in the way of the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And above all this, pray to the Most High, that he will direct.
No, go see your counsel of the world.
Pray unto the Most High,
yes,
that he will direct the way in truth.
See, you pray to God and he will direct your way. He'll direct which way you need to go. You got to pray. A lot of people don't do this, man. They don't pray, man. That's the first thing you do before you get counsel. You pray to the Most High God and he will lead you to counsel. And many people, let's go to this right here. And I'm going to go back to that because I'm going to show you something. Because before you get understanding, you got to pray. Well, Genesis 3, Genesis 25. This is Genesis 25.
Okay.
You can?
Yeah, I got you. You were breaking up. I see. Okay. Genesis chapter 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
So he prayed to the Lord, man. Isaac prayed to the Lord for his wife, Rebekah. Go ahead.
And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord.
So she went to pray to the Lord. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elders...
Salaki King, Salaki. I done went fast. Go ahead.
And the elders shall serve the younger.
So she was wondering what was going on in her belly, why all this stuff was going on. So they prayed, and the Lord answered and gave them a question and told them. A lot of people don't pray no more. So before you get counsel, when you're going through your things, you go pray to the Most High God, and then he will direct the way you go. But you gotta pray first, because you can just straight move off your own instance and get put out of here, man. Go ahead, King.
All right, 37 and verse 16. Let reason go before every enterprise, and counsel before every action.
Man, you gotta get counts before you remove. I always say think before you react. Because if you don't think before you react, you're gonna get caught up in every situation as possible. Think, think. Counsel before every action, man. Don't do nothing without counsel, man. Don't do nothing without advice. We read that. So always, always, man, always, Israel, always. Make with a godly man. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go to Sirach 39. And let's start at verse 1.
Okay. Sirach chapter 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies.
Those brothers always studying. Go ahead.
He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where
Yep.
subtle parables are, he will be there also.
Go ahead, King.
Yep. I say he will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also.
Always in his Bible. Go ahead.
Verse 3. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables.
Always in the dark parables. Always in the Bible. Go ahead.
He shall serve among great men and appear before princes. He will travel through strange countries, for he hath tried the good and the evil among men.
Yep.
He will give his heart to resort early to the Lord that made him, and will pray before the Most High, and will open his mouth in prayer and make supplications for his sins.
This brother is doing everything he can do. Prayer, repenting, reading, studying.
Verse 6. When the great Lord will, he shall be filled with the spirit of understanding. He shall pour out wise sentences and give thanks unto the Lord in his prayer.
Always. That's what this brother is doing. And what happens after that?
He shall direct his counsel and knowledge,
The
and,
Lord is corrected. Beautiful. Go ahead.
and in his secrets shall he meditate.
So this brother that's occupied in the scriptures, always repenting from his sins, moving in the spirit, he shall be direct his counsel. Who the Lord's going to direct his counsel and knowledge, and his secrets shall he meditate. He's going to be meditating on all the secrets of the Lord. So the Lord is the one that gives counsel to you for you to give counsel to others. But who are you going to listen to? Somebody that's being directed by Yahweh. And you know him. You'll know him. There's no need to
Precept real quick. You
go
want
for it.
to Sirach 38:24.
It's all right. 38:24. Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure,
Mm.
and he that has little business shall become wise.
King. That's right. Yeah, sure. Okay, there you go.
That was it.
Okay. See that? See, when you got this Bible, a lot of people, and that's one thing about it. Like, I remember being in the world, and one time I heard a lot of Jakes was telling me to, go talk to a counselor, go talk to a psychiatrist about, what you got going on in your life. If you feel with anxiety or stress, go talk to these people. But the wisdom of the learned man come by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. So you got to understand who you getting this wisdom from. Is it from the world or is it from Yahweh? Because and then you start talking to certain people and they say, "Well, I could prescribe you this." Hey, now I gotta take medicine. No, I want to just get off what I need to get off and tell me how I need to move. I don't want to take medicine. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes to this Bible, man, and the understanding of it, man, you got to make sure you getting counsel from the right people that's not trying to sedate you and have your problems basically gone from the moment, and you don't deal with them. Go ahead.
Direct chapter 40, verse 25. Gold and silver make the foot stand sure, but counsel is esteemed above them both.
See that? Gold and silver make the foot stand sure, but counsel is esteemed of them both. So counsel is better than gold and silver, man. A lot of people wouldn't believe that. What? Gold and silver? Negro, please. I choose gold and silver over counsel. Because that's your really new the counsel of the Lord is these law, statutes, and commandments, man. Go ahead, King. Hold on. Do I want to start here? Let me see. I'm gonna I'm gonna start right here. Let's get understanding.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 44 and verse 1. Let us now praise famous men,
Hmm.
fathers that begat us.
So we're gonna praise famous men. That means are we worship? No, but we giving double honors to these men that you're gonna read about in a second.
Verse 2. The Lord has wrought great glory by them through his great power from the beginning.
See, the Lord have wrought great glory by them through his great power from the beginning. So through these men, the Lord have brought great power through. So many men in the Bible we could read about. Go ahead.
Such as did bear rule in their kingdoms, men renowned for their power, giving counsel by their understanding and declaring prophecies.
So these men, the Bible say, let's praise them. Let's give double honors to.
Verse 4. Leaders of the people by their counsels and
No, by their counsels. No, by their counsels by God. You see what I'm saying? It's never been about them. It's always been how God used them. Remember the book of Susanna, how God raised up Daniel to basically get on these brothers that was about to destroy this innocent woman because they didn't receive the righteous counsel. They just listened to one side of the story. Go ahead, King. Salakia.
No, you good. Leaders of the people by their counsels and by their knowledge of learning meet for the people. Wise and eloquent are their instructions.
These men was wise. These was wise men, eloquent in their instruction. So these men was instructed by who? The Lord. The Lord instructing these guys. Leaders of the people by their counsel. So you got to have these brothers and sisters you learn from in the scriptures with their counsel. Many people, many, we can learn from and get the understanding of how the Most High God used them to teach us right now. To teach us now. And we get a lot of that from the prophets, man. A lot of this comes from the prophets. Yeah, let's get a few more precepts. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 2, and we'll start at verse 1. Go ahead.
Look at Ezra chapter 2 and verse 1. Thus said the Lord, I brought this people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by men servants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despised my counsels.
See that? See, God uses the prophets to give you counsel that comes from him. I'm not spewing my own words. I'm telling you, thus saith the Lord for your benefit, not my benefit. I don't get nothing out of this, like I said, man. But when you weep, I weep. When you cry, I cry. When you upset, I'm upset. That's real love, man. The Lord uses his prophets. He uses his prophets to establish certain things, man. You get that from that. Yeah, let's go to Ecclesiastes. Let me see if this is what I want. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 2. I counsel thee to keep the king's commandment, and that in regard the oath of God.
That's what our counsel is at the end of the day. You keep God's commandments, man. We want you to keep God's commandments at the end of the day, because if you don't, the Lord will destroy you. The Lord will destroy you, man. He will destroy you, man. He will destroy you. Here's a beautiful example on counsel. Go ahead, King. This is Exodus. What the world? Exodus chapter 18. And we'll start at verse 19. Go ahead.
This is the book of
I just get
Exodus.
the point. I just get the point. We'll get the points.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 18 and verse 19. Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God.
So hearken now unto the right voice, and I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with you. So you got to listen to somebody who's going to give you counsel and know that the Yahweh is going to be with you. This is Jethro talking to Moses, teaching him how to give counsel. And yes, he was from the other nations, but the Lord had used him to benefit his people. It wasn't no benefit to Jethro. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to beware of that, man. Beware of this counsels, man. Here, let's get a few more. Let's get Book of Judges, chapter 20, and we'll start at verse 7.
This is the book of Judges chapter 20 and verse 7. Behold, ye are all children of Israel. Give here your advice and counsel.
So we listen to only Israel when it comes to counsel. I'm not sitting down with Esau or Ammon or Moab talking about what can I do better in my life. I'm not listening to the other nations. You sitting there talking to this white lady about your Negro problems. Complete madness. Sitting there talking to this white Edomite man about your problems. Crazy. Not doing that, man. We not doing that, man. This is 1 Kings chapter 12. Let's get another one who ain't listening to. This is 12 and verse. I want to read this whole thing. You know me. I don't mind. I'll start right. We'll start right. We'll start at 6. We'll get the point. We'll get the point.
1 Kings chapter 12 and verse 6. And King Rehoboam consulted with the old men that stood before Solomon his father, while he yet lived, and said, How do ye advise that I may answer this people?
You see that? So he talking with the old man. Like we said in Sirach, you listen to the old man. Go ahead.
And they spake unto him, saying, If thou wilt be a servant unto this people this day, and will serve them, and answer them, and speak good words to them, then they will be thy servants forever.
So he asked the old man, that's what the old man said. Now let's go.
But he forsook the counsel of the old men.
This Negro forsook the counsel of the old man. See, these young niggas don't want to listen. Go ahead.
Which they had given him, and consulted with the young men that were grown up with him.
You see that?
And which stood before him.
I'm gonna listen to my partners in the hood. I ain't gonna listen to these old heads.
He said unto them, What counsel give ye that we may answer this people who have spoken to me, saying, Make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter?
See that? So I'm gonna listen to my young niggas. I ain't listen to these old niggas out here. You got different examples in this truth of what you need to listen to and what you not need to listen to, man. Because then guess what? Things will happen. Let's go to different counsels, man. We just getting a little taste of it. This is 1 Chronicles chapter. Slacking, I went in the wrong chapter, chapter 10, and we'll get verse. Here we go.
First Chronicles chapter 10 and verse 13. So Saul died for his transgression, which he
Saul died for sins. Go ahead.
which he committed against the Lord, even against
Uh-huh.
the word of the Lord, which he kept not, and also for asking counsel of one that had a familiar spirit to inquire of it.
So Saul died from sin and getting counsel from a damn witch. So you going to get your counsel read by somebody that's going to read your palms, take your hand and let me see what's going on. People that read your hands got them damn silly tarot cards. God is going to put you to death by going with the wrong people to seek counsel from. God will put you to death. God have counsel in heaven too as well. Y'all know that, right?
Right.
Let's show you something. Let's show you something, man. Show you what God do in heaven. Uh, this is what he saw. This brother right here, all some beautiful stuff. And this is one thing like as Micaiah said, as the Lord liveth, what the Lord saith unto me, that will I speak. And that thing we always gonna do, speak thus says the Lord. But let's get the point right here. Let's go right here, King.
First Kings chapter 22 and verse 19. And he said, Hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left.
So you got the righteous angels, you got the evil angels. But guess what? The Lord controls them both. Let's go.
And the Lord said, Who shall persuade Ahab that he may go and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner.
So you have the Lord having counsel in heaven. Who's gonna make Ahab fall? Who? How can we get Ahab to fall? And one said on this matter, well, we'll do this and that. And one said on this matter, well, we'll do this and that. And let's see what happens next.
Verse 21. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him.
I got it. I know what I'm gonna do. This is in heaven right now. This is what you see going on in heaven.
And the Lord said unto him, Wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all of his prophets. And he said, Thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also. Go forth and do so.
Hold on. God said, go forth and do so. Go be a lion spirit? Not the Lord. My God didn't say that. Yes, he did, because he controls both. This is a counsel of the Lord. Heaven in heaven, how are we going to kill Ahab? And they said we're going to be a lion spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. Go ahead.
Now therefore, behold, the Lord has put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets.
No, the Lord, no, Satan did that. The Lord did that.
And the Lord has spoken evil concerning thee.
No, the Lord spoken good.
Evil concerning thee.
The Lord had a counsel in heaven about how to destroy Ahab, and he did. He did. Just like he had one about Saul as well, and got Saul destroyed too.
Wasn't it counsel against Job too?
It was a counsel against Job, but he prevailed.
Yep.
There you go. You see how that works, man? Counsel goes home, man. This is what goes on, man. Speaking of Job, let's get Job chapter 26 and verse 3. It says,
Book of Job, chapter 26 and verse 3. How hast thou counseled him that has no wisdom? And how hast thou plentifully declare the thing as it is.
Counsel somebody with no wisdom. How? That's a question. Yeah, go to this one right here, 29, and we're going to read verse 21.
Job chapter 29 and verse 21. Unto me men gave ear
Uh,
and kept silence at my counsel.
See, people give ear and keep silent and listen to counsel. You have to, like we very first precept, you have to have ears to hear. If you don't have ears to hear, you're not gonna make it, man. Yeah, look at got a few more and wind it down in a second. But just a beautiful topic, man. Counsel is what we need, man. Go ahead, King.
Psalm chapter 1 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
You see that? Blessed is the man that ain't walking in the way of the counsels of the ungodly people. Ungodly people. You're not walking in their way, man. You moving literally in the spirit, man. You're gonna be around godly, man. This is on Psalms 33 and verse. We'll start at verse 10. Go for it.
That's what I had. Psalms chapter 33 and verse 10. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught.
So they might have crafty counsel against you, but it's not going to work. Even the people that's against you, because our people have heathen state minds too. Go ahead.
He maketh the devices of the people of non-effect.
They are non-effect, man. So there's nothing that they can do to affect you. Go ahead, King.
The counsel of the Lord standeth forever. The thoughts of his heart to all generations.
See, the Lord's counsel is going to stand forever. Yahweh's counsel is going to stand forever. Not the counsel of man. We don't give a damn about man because man don't have the last say so. Yahweh has the last say so. Here we go, right here, King.
Psalms.
It's all right.
73 and verse 24. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterwards receive me to glory.
See, when you get this counsel of God, you'll be receiving to what? Glory. Glory. Who don't want glory, man? And people think it's Yahweh gonna come down and say, all right, come on, it's our section. No, you're gonna listen, he's gonna give you the brothers and sisters in this truth, man. That's gonna guide you, man. They're gonna guide you, man. They're gonna guide you, but we gotta stand strong and do our part. We can't walk in our own counsel. That's what we're going into. We are walking in the counsel of the Lord, man. Of the Lord, man. Look at this one. I like this one.
Psalms 119 and verse 24. Thy testimonies also are my delight and my counselors.
See, the books in the Bible are my counselors, man. This is where I get my understanding from. So what are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? If you're getting counsel, you're getting counsel from the scriptures, man, and a brother or sister that's teaching these things to you. Yeah, let's get this one right here.
This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 14. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength.
Yes, Israel, we ask strength through this counsel, through these scriptures, man. But a lot of our people don't want to use this. They don't want to use this, man. They want to do their own thing. And what your own thing is, you'll get destroyed. You will get destroyed, literally, man. Man, where I want to go with this one, I think I got it. Get this, we ain't get this. Let's get this.
Proverbs 1 and 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. Verse 2. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding.
To perceive the words of understanding.
To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity.
Uh-huh.
To give subtly to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion.
Discretion is going to keep you safe in this world.
A wise man will hear and
Uh-huh.
increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto the wise counsels.
And that's always what you want, this wise counsel, man. This is all what you want, man. This is what you want right here. From the Lord, man. This is what you want from the Lord, man. So we went through a lot of precepts with counsel. Dame, you got anything?
No, you ain't hit everything that I had in there. You hit everything that I had.
Yeah, all praise to the Most High, man. Hey, that means we're on the same page, King.
Right.
That means we're on the same page, man. That's how it's all about, man. All praise to the Most High. So, man, the whole point is with counsel, you want to make sure the person that you're counseling or the person you get counsel from is going to be from the Most High God, because he's the one that gives counsel. Like the Lord counsel shall stand forever, and you got to make sure you are in the spirit to give counsel, to understand it to people. You want to make sure this is to benefit your people so that they can walk a different way and not for your benefit, man. Your benefit is their benefit, how that works. I know it's gonna be 89, 95 for an hour. You know, and my thing is I only do 5 hours per session. What? I gotta pay you almost $100 an hour. Well, don't you want help? No, I don't need your help. The Lord is my help. The Lord is my God. Let me get that. I called it earlier, but let me get on that quick. See, this is some beautiful stuff right here, man. Look at this, man.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise.
See, be wise. You learn from the ant and be wise.
Which having no guide, overseer, or ruler,
They have no guide. But what they do, man?
provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest.
That's what they do, man. And God, people still want to sleep and slumber. I got another precept. Let me go to see, that's crazy. See, you go to the ant to learn how they moving, man. It has no guide, but we have the best guide ever. Our guide is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, and verse, I can find it. It's one of these last verses. Where is it? It says, God is your guide. God is your guide.
Oh, I saw it. Go back down.
Go down. I'm probably overseeing it.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there, 75. You got what you wanted?
Oh, I'm right here. Yeah, here we go. All praises. I look right at it. Go ahead, King.
2nd Esdras chapter 16 and 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your guide.
See, this is our guide. Just like that we have guidance counselors, Yahweh is your guide. To what? To the kingdom, man, of all understanding.
Right.
This is what you want to do. You want to listen to Yahweh, man. Not man, God. And God will order the steps of man that be your counselors. Because then he tell you, I will give you pastors after my own heart that shall teach you. And this is the brothers and sisters out here that's going to guide you and teach you, man. That's going to guide you and teach you. Because it is high time to wake out of sleep. But you know how people love sleeping, man. But that's why they don't understand that it's right around the corner. Go ahead, King.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
And it is right around the corner, Israel. It is literally right around the corner. And that's what we out here trying to keep up, do these wonderful videos. All praise to the Most High God for allowing us to come together today on this beautiful day, this beautiful Sabbath, to bring out the word of truth and have the Most High God allow our brother to come on his channel and break bread, man. All praise to the Most High God.
Chapter 2 and verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee.
See that? Lord wants us to stand up on our feet. He's going to talk to us.
And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and he set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day.
That's what our people still do, man.
For they are imputed children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God.
No, thus says Damon.
Thus saith the Lord God.
No, thus says Yeshua.
Thus saith the Lord God.
No, thus says Josh.
Thus saith the Lord God.
We always gonna speak, thus saith the Lord. Not our words, man. But you know it's always consequences.
And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there has been a prophet among them.
You gonna know at the end of the day there have been prophets among you. So Israel, I'm so glad you could join your brothers today with another beautiful topic. I pray that you learn something new, and what you learned, you apply it to your everyday life. Pray that you stand strong in these last days. Keep the faith and the commandments to the best of your ability. Israel, try your best to offend less. Until next time, Shalom.